And then they become best friends. They become loyal friends. It's incredible. That is the language of global woman.
Can you hear it?
When I think back and see that momentum, that flashback that came in my mind, with this big vision to create something that I always wanted for myself. And I believe that everything that I wish for myself, I wish everybody have.
But what I realized as I grew up is that that mask was actually hiding such a deep insecurity. And it actually manifested in me ending up being in an abusive marriage.
And this is what we are learning at Global Woman, how to co-work with each other, co-create with each other, how to be participants in the world that we are creating, not just wait what other people will bring for us.
I really wanted to succeed in life because I knew that I came here for some reason.
I really love when I meet women and they listen my story and they look at me and say, what? If you have done it, I can do it as well. And when I see that happening, I feel that my purpose, my mission is done.
What Global Woman will bring to Sweden is more stages, it's more power, it's more platforms to just hear the voices from women. We give them a voice, we give them a microphone, we give them a stage, and that's the mainly important thing, because in Sweden we focus on that we should be equal, but this is really like about women. This is Global Woman.
And I'm very grateful that I feel that I'm a channel using myself and being responsible for the mission that I get into this world. And I feel that power being given to me in order to use it for a good purpose. And it makes me feel proud of where I come from, and every woman that I meet, no matter what corner of globe they are coming from, they are a big potential of being whatever they want in life.
And I remember my husband was pointing at me as I was sitting in the corner of a room, and he told me that I will submit to him and I will do what he says. And he was reading from the Bible, that verse in the Bible that says, women will submit to their husbands. And I remember sitting in that corner, I was literally sitting like this with my hands. I couldn't go any further. I remember even being locked in the room, him threatening to lock me in the room if I didn't do what he asked.
We are leading the way we think, and other generations will learn from this new era, new paradigm that women of this century are bringing.
I realize now that I miss my family very, very much. And I still do. And I know that I am great now, and I have achieved a lot of things now, but I had to go through a process alone.
Now, with Global Woman, it's just the beginning of bringing all women together to believe in themselves, to grow their potential, to awaken their inner voice, and all together come to a conscious collective power.
So I think what Global Woman really will bring and will really solve a lot of issues and bring to Sweden is empowering women, empower women. So that we can all be equal, we can all be number one, and we can really have that voice heard.
When women hear about our platform, they come for curiosity. They join us, they join the club, and they like it. They just say, well, how can I come here again? They have the platform to speak, to network, to pitch their business. They are women that probably they never had an idea to start their business, but they see the potential they have inside when they hear other stories. And they come the first time, the second time, the third time, And after a while I said, well, I think I can do something.
When I got out of that situation, I found myself still being trapped by the belief systems that I still held about myself, the lack of worth, the lack of value, still thinking that I was not good enough and still looking outside of myself for approval and value. So now what's passionately on my heart is to empower women to look inside of them, to find that strength within themselves, to know that when you reach within and you find that strength, you are empowered and you don't need people outside of you to tell you that you are worthy.
That's why when we come together, we understand that it's not alone. It's not just something that is happening to you.
Global Women is not only an organization for me. Global Women is my family now. Global Women is the type of organization that I really was looking for. They don't not only support you, but they believe in you. They don't see the difference between if you are high educated or not. They empower you. They work in your self-confidence. They give you the tools so you can become better. As a woman, you can become successful. You can start believing in yourself.
I remember when women first used to come and start with the bright ideas, the genius ideas, and yes, I can do it. Then they understand it's not such easy. And when we come together, we realize that when we come to that dark moment, that we see that it's not such easy as we thought. It's the moment to connect with ourselves, to connect with that inner voice, to connect with that mission and life purpose that we have being in this world.
What women really need in Sweden, what I can see from my point of view, it's that in Sweden we're equal to men in many levels, but no focus on women. Men have all these platforms and all this empowerment, but this Global Woman can bring stages focusing on women without comparing men.
We need to listen to ourselves. We need to connect with ourselves and to believe that instead of giving up, it's time to stand up again.
For me, it's about freedom.
I really want that women start becoming independent and start believing in themselves because they can achieve great things in life.
So, coming with Global Woman Club platform, I have seen how a woman comes from being in the dark to the light, how they become the light of other people, and how we become the light of the world. And I can see that every day. I can see from women that they come from nothing. They start everything from scratch, and suddenly they see that flashback in their mind and they believe that yes, they can represent their family, their community, their country, their nations, the whole world. And that is the mission of Global Women Platform, to unite all women around the world and tell that potential inside us is huge, is global, is universal.
I am Ellen Bjerkhaug, the Global Woman Ambassador of Stockholm, Sweden.
I am Cornelie Bennett, the Global Women Ambassador in Paris.
I am Giovanna Vega, Global Women Ambassador in Amsterdam.
I am Mirela Sula, the founder of Global Women.
Join us.
A new paradigm
To empower women
All over the world.
Now you know where is it coming from, yeah? So I have a question for you. Who hasn't seen this video? Me. This video is recorded 9 years ago. And it all started with that vision. And we started crazy. It started with these three pioneers, but I had met Micaela before, but she was not a director at that time. And I got them to Albania. They didn't know each other. I told them, we're having a little holiday thing. I gave them a glass of wine. We went for dinner. We discussed. I said, well, I have a plan. We're going to lunch. Because they were asking me, but they never met each other. And after that, I'm very emotional. At the beginning of September, we made a plan. We did a big conference in every country. We started with London, then we went to Paris, then we went to Amsterdam, and then we closed with Stockholm. And we had something like this. It was such a hunger for women to come together. And we launched 4 clubs in a month. And by the end of the year, we had launched 14 clubs. And that was in 2017. And by the end of 2019, we launched 27 clubs. Women are just joining. We had women, they didn't know why they're joining. They just loved being part of it. And that's why I call it the energy. When you lead by energy, even if you are not perfect, even if you don't know what you're doing, but your intention is right, you really genuinely want to help them. Even if you don't know how do you want to help them, it just worked. I mean, it went crazy. I could see women joining from all around the world, and I felt scared because I didn't know what I was doing. And they would say, should we open one in Oslo? Yes, let's go in Oslo. Should we open one in Vienna? Let's go in Vienna. Oh, what about Frankfurt? Let's go in Frankfurt. What about in Chicago? Let's go Chicago. It just went crazy. I would say yes to all of them. And then COVID came, and they all gone. But not only that, but I had nothing about an events bride that has no purpose because no events are happening. Well, apart Micaela, she's moving. You didn't go. Thank you. Thank you. So why I'm bringing this is because it took me 3 years to build the whole platform behind. You haven't seen anything. Those who are members, they know we have an app. We have an online academy. We have the members portal. We have content. We have meetings. We have an online family all around the world. So it took quite a while to build that. I wanted to say thank you for believing on me to come back, to bring the global woman back, because I feel now I'm more mature and I am a complete different level of energy to attract mature, amazing leaders like you, where you lead by heart. So I want to start with Kelly, because you are one of these that you saw immediately. I'm hosting this event in...
I have to tell the story. I have to. So I have a friend, I'm at another event, and I have a friend that says, I'm doing this global woman thing, I'm flying there tomorrow. We were in LA at the time. And she said, why don't you come? I said, well, tomorrow I have work. And she said, oh, just come. Anyway, for whatever reason, I don't know what made me do it. I decided to clear my schedule. I don't know what made me do it. Cleared my schedule, I went with her. I get there and I'm like, wow. And Mirela starts talking, and that was it for me. I was enraptured. And then she says, oh, by the way, I'm looking for a New York director. And I looked at my friend, and she looked at me, and she went, oh, God. I said, yeah. So I looked at I swear on my life, I walked up to Mirela as soon as there was a break, and I said, you found your director, it's me. I had never met her before. I said, you found your director. And it was totally energetic. It did not come from a place of desperation, but of knowing. And she looked at me and she went, okay. And there were other people, there was a couple of other people in that room that wanted that position. But she knew and I knew, because we both know it's frequency and it's energy. We both knew that. And I had the right energy and frequency for the club. And that's what she saw. And so here we are, like 2+ years later. So, yeah, but how many people do you know have the guts to do what she did? Do you know what the guts it takes to do what she did? I'm afraid to go into a different country by myself, one country on vacation. Okay, and she's going every time I see her, I'm like, where is she now? And to be pulled together every place you go, do you know how hard that is? But she does it because she's meant to do it. And you ain't seen nothing yet, because business is what I know. And in 2 years from now, it's going to be unbelievable. And in 5 years from now, Global Women will be a household name. Take it from me. So you're in the right place.
Well, maybe I want to hear the story of all of you. How did I meet Judy, for example? Because you know what is in my mind, Judy? After we did the background of all how we met and what happened, there was a moment that Judy said, you know what, I don't care about anything anymore. I think I came to Vancouver just to meet you, and that was enough, because I had exactly the same feeling. And we both went, wow! I was exactly feeling the same way.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is my daughter and I were sitting in a restaurant, and you and Ian were having a conversation in the hotel. It was before I met you, and we were watching you and watching your energy, and we were trying to figure out what's going on. Like, why is she so excited? Because you were excited about something, and then the next day I went to a conference, and Mirela was the moderator, and she was the MC of this conference, and I walked into the room, and it's a room that I don't normally feel comfortable in. And I walked in and I saw Ian first, to be honest. And I saw Ian and I went over and I started talking to him, and his energy was great. And he says, oh, you have to meet my partner, Mirela. And I said, oh, okay. And off I went in tow, and I met you, and my daughter was there as well. I met you and Ian, and we were having a chit chat, and you could just feel our energy kind of melting and just, getting excited. And I was there to speak at a conference, and after I spoke, you came back and you told me what you were doing and what you were all about, and a few weeks later we were having other conversations. And I know that the next day I was supposed to speak at another conference, and I canceled. I was sick, and I was like, I'm not going to do it because I wasn't feeling well. And my daughter and I, all we talked about was you and Ian and Global Woman and Global Man, and it just seemed like a natural fit when you and I connected. And because it is about connection. It is about connection and feeling that sense of community and empowering each other. And you get that from being involved and from opening yourself up to it. And that's what I did. I opened myself up to it, and I said, I'm going to open myself up to new opportunities, and you came along.
Oh, I'm so grateful. And now Canada, Toronto is the third time, the third event that is doing.
Our second event is coming up next week.
Amazing. Who is going to Canada? Come on, ladies, get the luggage and let's go.
Come to Canada. It's not really that cold.
Wonderful. And are you curious to know Micaela's story now? Well, I must say, when they introduced me to Micaela, I said, can she do this? Are you sure you can do this? And then because I haven't met Micaela yet, but when I met Micaela, then I knew that we met for a reason. You tell the story.
Well, yes. At the time, this was in 2017, and I was actually leading a different group. I was the president of the Holistic Chamber of Commerce in Santa Monica. And Laura had opened up the club in Los Angeles, so I had become a member. And I told Laura that I would help her with the club, but that I was, focused on the Holistic Chamber. And then that, interestingly enough, came to an end. And Laura came to me and said, okay, wait a minute. I can't do this anymore, because she was living here in London and flying back to LA once a month to do the event. And so I would support her as much as I could, but at the point where she was like, okay, I need you to take over, I had closed the chapter with the Holistic Chamber. And so she came to me and she asked me, do you want to take it over? And I said, absolutely. And so that's kind of how it started. And Mirela and I hadn't really met formally at the time, so she totally trusted Laura's decision to put me into the director position.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I never met Micaela before. I said, can she do this? Are you sure? Who is Micaela? And then she speaks very highly about Micaela. And then Micaela said, I was your sponsor at the first conference. Excuse me, how do you not remember me? But since then, yeah, absolutely. I think it's the emotional intelligence that you speak about and all the communication. We have had such a journey, and I'm very, very grateful. But you take care of your community, and now in Florence as well?
Yes, absolutely.
So who is from Florence here? Let's give a big shout out to all the Florence members. Can you all stand up? And what about New York members? Come on, let's give them a big, massive New York members.
Los
All
Angeles.
right, okay. Big
about
massive
LA?
hand to all of you. Oh, thank you, thank you,
We
thank
have
you.
LA members here too, so.
And yes. And LA, we have LA members as well.
Yes.
Well, excuse
Where's LA?
me,
Stand
yes.
up, LA.
I honestly,
Come on, stand
thank
up,
you.
girls.
You came from
Hello.
LA. Thank you. Let's give her a big hand.
Yeah, so it's been an amazing journey, and you know, you don't know this, but the way that I found out about Global Woman was a friend of mine who said, you know, I think you might want to go check this out because it says Global Woman. You're a global woman, because I am naturally a global woman, and bicultural, bilingual, born and raised in Florence, and from an Italian father and an American mom. And so I was like, okay, let me check it out, and that's how I discovered Mirela, and the rest
We
is
discovered
history.
each other.
Yeah, we discovered each other.
Wonderful. And let's move the mic to Cyprus because we have a little story together as well. You are a member. By the way, it's very interesting that every single director ever, and we have over 40 so far, has been a member before. And they would just come, everything would come natural. So Christina, you came to the Global Women Summit, I remember, 3 years ago.
Exactly, and basically I was a member in Cyprus, I mean only for a couple of months. And then there was this summit, and I was like, yeah, why not? I mean, let's go.
Do you have members from Cyprus here today?
Yes.
Hello, Cyprus. Where are you? Come on, ladies. Yes, they're standing up. Oh, we're sending you lots of love. Wow. You have quite a few.
And we will soon have a conference in Cyprus. I will not disclose more, but we will inform
Of course.
the ladies to come.
Let's go to Cyprus.
Yes.
Yuda goes everywhere.
Yuda comes for sure. So yeah, I mean, there was a moment that when you were addressing the audience, and you told something that, you know, like it clicked. You said, I know you are here, but you are not here for the reason you think. I was like, what does she mean?
That's so true.
You know, and then you said, I'm looking for a star. And if you feel that you are a person that has to offer, that values community, that really feels empowered and wants to empower, then come and talk to me. And I did. I mean, I did, as Kellyanne said, as a matter of knowing. I mean, I didn't know why I was doing that, but I was just pulled by the energy. And then you proposed me to become a director, and I was like, hell yes. I mean, I had absolutely no clue
Well, I remember we had a long call because you wanted to be a star.
Yes.
And I felt like, I love this lady. There is something special. And honestly, I mean, now it's different, but at that time, you know what I was thinking about you? Why is she so stupid? She doesn't know how gorgeous, how beautiful, how star she is. She doesn't need me. She was already on the TV, and she was all over in big campaigns, and she was saying, can I be a star? You are already a star.
It was a matter of pulled energetics.
I think, yeah, that's why we met.
That was it.
For different reasons, yes?
Yes, and I absolutely enjoy it. It has been a life-changing really experience for me, watching the club grow and watching women, you know, like coming and how they're coming and how they
And how much you have grown the club now.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's amazing.
Thank you.
It's been
We're
such
coming
a
to
journey.
Cyprus.
Yes.
Well, we had a tradition in Cyprus each...
Who is coming to Cyprus?
November or October. Each October
It will
we
be
have
March. But I didn't want to.
That's
yes.
okay. We take decisions and they just inform me.
We want them to enjoy the beach as well.
All
So,
right.
yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Well, do we have beaches in Manchester and Liverpool? What do we have? Sell it to us. Why should we come to Liverpool and to Manchester? Because we have some amazing women from the UK here. We have great stories to share, but why should we come to Liverpool?
Because we're northern women.
Yeah, is any northern woman here?
And Liverpool is a global city. There are powerhouse women. When a woman puts her lipstick on and her curlers on to go to the corner shop, you know you're in a powerful city.
Well, by the way, I heard somewhere somebody was telling me you were the BBC radio story. Was that true?
Yes.
Oh my God, ladies! Just a few days ago, my director was at the BBC talking about Global Women Liverpool and lipstick.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I got to share what Global Woman is about. And I was able to talk in terms of Liverpool and the women in Liverpool and how powerful it is that we come together in Liverpool. It's already global, so we just need to connect the dots.
Absolutely. We'll do it, for sure.
Yeah.
So we have your competitor, Manchester. So how are you doing together, yeah?
Yeah, we're going to do a big event together.
Oh,
in July.
I didn't know that. Oh.
Yeah, we've been discussing while we've been here. And we
love it.
So the next event.
Are you inviting me?
You can, of course. I've got amazing people coming. We've got a real great lineup of speakers as well. So we're going to have...
Where are we doing now, in Manchester or Liverpool?
Sort of in the middle. Sort of in the middle. So we're going to do a real big event. We're going to get the cameras there again.
Where did you get inspired? By the way, where did you get this decision? Today?
Well, yeah, today. We were talking
today.
together.
Right.
And we said,
they
you
got
know
some
what?
Inspiration.
Yeah. Let's pull together for the summer and like have a summer party, and every December we're going to have a big Christmas party in the Northwest.
Oh, and are the directors coming
now?
Yeah.
Because New York is planning a really big holiday party, so it's on.
It is.
And Toronto's not far from New York. We can take the train.
Okay, maybe we can partner up.
Is anything else I don't know yet? Are we going to Canada?
This is like Shark Tank here. We're going to partner up.
So I heard we were doing some kind of retreat in Canada and some other health stuff in New York. And so are we invited? Are we informing? So, okay, sell it to us. Why, first of all, to the members, why they should visit your club. You have 30 seconds each. And why, if they are not a member, why they should join the club.
Well, because my resort is exclusive. You can only put 40 people in it. It's lakeside, and it's all about community and connection, and you share cabins, just like, imagine being at summer camp as a kid. We're going to do it as women. Go to summer camp, go to camp right on the lake, and connect. We're going to do an event there.
Okay, so for New York, the best word I can choose is electrifying, because you're getting the vibes of New York City and Manhattan, and if you haven't been there, you should come, because I always say I'm not quite ready for Sleepy Beach. I still want the electricity running through my body, and that's what you get in New York. You get that elevation, that real high level of person that is wanting to be a thinker, be a grower, and go out there and do it. So it's just an unusual and pretty magnificent group. All right, Victoria.
But do you have a campfire?
Campfire. She's talking about, we have the Liberty Bell, right?
No, we have a really cool campfire that's about this big, and it's on the lake with coffee on the beach.
We know what we have.
I lost control. So I'm already visualizing taking you somewhere in Albania or Italy or somewhere by the beach. And how about we renew that video now?
Yeah, let's
we
do
update
it.
that video.
Yeah, let's
so
do
we're
it.
going to make
Yeah,
a
we
plan.
need a new
Let's do
video.
a new
We were
brand
just
video.
talking
It's
about
the
it.
next chapter, yeah?
Yeah.
We are ready for the next chapter. Is anybody wanting to join us? Is anybody wants to be a director? Wants to start a movement in your city? Do not worry about anything else. All we want from you is the desire, the values that you share, same as us, and the mission, the why. Why do you want to do it? Do not worry about how am I going to do it, do I am good enough, or I'm big enough, or small enough, or whatever enough. Do not worry about that, because we will learn that together. Now we have all systems in place. We'll train you how to put an event together, how to fill the room, how to build the community, how to nurture the community, and how to expand, and how to help the members in your community. Don't worry about that. If you have any question about directorship, please go and ask any of the directors that you see on stage. They will be absolutely happy and delighted to answer you. See how you feel, because also we have a rule, and I have promised all of them, because we learn through the journey. We are not bringing any new director unless they have connected with the existing directors, because we just understand each other. We don't need to plan, we don't need to arrange things, the energy and the values and the connection that we have is so powerful, and that's the only way we can grow. So if somebody resonates with what we do and what we stand for, because we want to take this global. We want more and more women to be part of something bigger, where we grow our businesses, we expand with our vision, with our purpose, and we live a life full of meaning. Then please apply to be a director, speak with one of the directors, and please, if you're already a member, go and speak to Emma. And go and speak to the team. But if you have questions what it takes to be a director, also speak with the directors. I love you so much.
Can I say something?
Yeah?
From the longest-standing director. When I first joined, it was really just about coming outside of my local space and rejoining my international space. I really wanted to start doing business in my country, in Italy. Little did I know that then that my business literally expanded globally. I had clients from Singapore to Paris to Germany, everywhere. So whether you're thinking about joining as a member or starting your own club, the power that Global Woman brings is literally that of reach. So it'll allow you to reach not only at the local level, but at the global level. My business has flourished thanks to Global Woman. I've made thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I've created amazing friendships, had so much fun. I've traveled the world. So if it resonates with you, that means there's something here for you. And please don't hesitate. Join the club.
Thank you so much. Is any one of you that maybe want to share one more thing that Global Woman has helped in your business as well? Because you still run your business. Global Woman is just an expansion of that.
Can I just say something? So before I decided to take on the director role, I worked for a global blue chip company, and they turned around to me and said, we're going to pay for you to do your MBA. And obviously when the company turns around and says that to you, I was absolutely over the moon. And then Mirela came along and said, I think you should do the director role of Manchester. And I was like, I can't do an MBA, be a director and work full time, and I've got my son and everything. And then I had a conversation with my husband, and he went, are you crazy? He went, do not do that MBA. He went, you need to work for Mirela, because what you will learn from her and the women that you will network with will be far greater than any MBA could ever give you.
I'm so grateful to your husband. I owe him.
Can I share as well? When it comes to becoming a director, I think it should be a personal decision. It's not about asking somebody or taking the permission of anyone, even like the husband or whatever, because you kind of feel it, and you need to go with that feeling and just lean in and go along the way. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And Kelly, you wanted to say something?
I just want to say that when you are in business and you have your head down and you're working all the time, tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Life starts slipping by. You're not aware of it because your head's down. Global Woman truly has changed my life because it has got me out of that head down role, and it puts me in front of people like you. So I have traveled, I don't know how many countries, I don't know how much I've done now since Global Woman, but it really is enriching me in a way that I can't even describe. A quick example, I just visited Florence, and this lovely lady is an amazing director. Well done, she does so well. Great group, we had so much fun, but what I learned in Florence, I will never lose or forget. It created, remember I talked about the quilt? Everybody has like a life quilt, and you have all these squares of all these it created a square. It made me different. It changed me. There's no other functionality, or there's no other group that I'm a part of. I've been being a part of many, many groups and functions for 30 years of my career. Nothing will give you this. That's why when I tell you, just wait for 2 years. My instincts are not wrong. Wait for 5 years, just wait. So in my opinion, getting in on this now is a safe bet. And it's, like I said, I know what it's done for me. And I've always been the kind of person that says, I have to pack another suitcase, because you always feel like you're putting so much into your job, your kids, everything else. I have learned now to pack that suitcase, and know that the return on my investment is going to be something that I'm not aware of yet. I know that in this weekend, something's going to happen. I'm telling you it will. But you have to play up. You have to know how to engage. You have to be intentional. You have to be enthusiastic. You have to, if you do all of those things, I promise you, something will happen, some etherical force, something's going to happen that's going to connect you to something that you don't even know about yet.
Well, give women a microphone, absolutely. They are asking me, the time is up, but thank you so much. I'm so, so grateful. Let's do the director's photo. And let's give all of them a big, massive hand because they really deserve it. Are we going to do the pose? Okay, let's do the pose.